Oh, that's mad. I don't know. That's a really good question, by the way. Because of XYZ reason. I give you my reasoning, explain evidence.
Oh my god. But what I really wanted to like speak about today,
Yeah.
because I saw this tweet, right? And it's to do with relationships, but more in terms of can you teach someone how to treat you? So can you teach a man how to treat you? And can a man teach you how to treat him? Is kind of what I wanted to like unpack today.
That's mad. I don't know. That's a really good question, by the way. You know what it is? Yeah, I feel like just from previous, like, just, I don't know, meeting people through life or whatever, I just think you can't tell people how to live their life. You can only give advice and say this, whatever, A, B, C, but it's up to them, and it depends on where they are at their life or how they're going to take it. You know, when you're younger, you tell someone something, they're so young, they can't understand. And you know, obviously there's that thing of boys mature later than girls.
Do you believe that?
100%. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
our laughs are like quite loud.
Yeah, sorry.
But you believe that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I always said like older guys because because
just that maturity level. Do you know what I mean as well?
Yeah,
so and so even when they're at a young age, you can tell boys, okay, I want to be treated like this, and because of XYZ reason, I give you my reasoning, explain evidence. Do you know what I mean?
PEE model.
Yeah. Oh my god! But they can't take anything from it. Do you know what I mean? The older you get, they have to learn from themselves what they want, how they should treat a woman. Do you know what I mean?
But treating a woman. Okay, let's talk about this then, yeah, because women are different. I think we need to stop generalizing that every woman should be treated the same, because how you want to be treated. There might be fundamentals that in terms of, I want to be treated like with respect.
Yeah.
You want honesty, but there may be certain things, because obviously if we're speaking about love languages,
everyone has their different love language.
Yeah, so in case for anyone that doesn't know what love languages are, they're like these,
how they want to be loved,
and everyone wants to be loved differently.
Yeah.
So it comes in like acts of service.
Acts of service. Get presents.
No, but that's the thing. Acts of service doesn't mean giving gifts. Though.
What's acts of service?
Service is like, let's say your tire's flat. Your man now changes the tire for you without you even knowing.
It's basically going above and beyond for you without.
It's not even going by, but like doing something that means that you don't have to do it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like,
what's your love language?
Oh, do you know? I need to do it again. Mine used to be words of affirmation, but I don't think it is anymore.
I don't think they mean anything to you anymore.
No, so words of affirmation is yeah. So let me go through that. Love languages. I think there's 5: acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, and gifts. I think.
Yeah.
And quality time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think before mine was words of affirmation. So, but also love languages are not just in relationships; it's in friendships as well.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind. And your love language can be different in a relationship versus your friendship. Yeah. So mine was, I think I would say, words of affirmation
before.
Yeah, words of affirmation before, words of affirmation, and then quality time and acts of service.
Yeah.
I think now.
So did you just put like all 5?
But it gives you kind of what your top ones are. So I think those are my top 3.
Okay.
I think physical touch.
Okay, no, like what's your main? That's my question.
I think my main one at that time was words of affirmation, whereas I think now it's acts of service.
Okay. Yeah.
Acts of service, because I think someone can say they love you. I think someone can say all of these things to you.
Words are easy to say. Anyone can give you words of affirmation if you really want to.
And I think words of affirmation is dangerous. Because you believe someone's words are not their actions.
Yeah. Oh, you know one thing for me, don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. Bro, I want to see the action. Don't come chat to me, you're going to do this, that, the other. Yeah.
But then words of affirmation is also like when you're getting dressed for a night out and your man says, oh, you look really nice today.
Yeah.
And if your man doesn't, you may feel like, oh, do I not look nice?
I look good? Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I think that's what I thought words of affirmation was.
Yeah.
But so I'm not saying it's not important. I think it's still important to have that, but I think for me now it's a lot of like acts of service, quality time, and then
do you
know what I mean?
But
because I think with gifts, right?
Okay.
I think sometimes before I used to put gifts such low down.
Yeah.
Okay, like getting presents.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying it's on the top of my list, but I think the thing with gifts is, and I think a lot of this conversation comes down to like social media. So obviously, if you've watched Blue Therapy,
oh, you love Blue Therapy.
Yeah,
those of you listening, it's like crack
it's
for
crack.
her.
It's crack. It's absolute crack. Absolute crack.
I don't know if a lot of people watch it. Yeah.
I think the first episode has like 2.2 million episodes.
That was mad. Yeah.
It has an episode. 2.2 million views.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people watch it because it's a very
is that back chat?
No, it's not like back chat.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a depiction. Sorry to shut you down. But I think it's a depiction of modern day relationships. I think it's a depiction of what people think modern day relationships are.
No, but also, just the example. Do you remember, like, was it Paul? Was it a Paul?
Yeah.
Was that the guy with the suit?
Yeah.
So this guy, I don't know. So like, even like back chat. Okay, I'm just gonna use an example.
Yeah.
They have extreme views of things. So even just like that, like guys on the show in Blue Therapy, the way they talk about like relationships, or even the girls on there. Oh, I need you to do this. I need you to have money. I need you to give me security in our life.
Yeah.
Like, it's just too extreme. So in real life scenarios, I'm not gonna go to my man like, I need a car, house, everything sorted.
Well, but that's okay. So let me come back to what I meant by when I was saying gifts. Yeah, in terms of like treating. Because the initial question was, can you teach someone how to treat you?
Yeah.
And let's talk about gifts, right?
Okay.
Because I think a massive thing for me is let's say a man gave you £100, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, he gave you £100. He's like, here, babe, here's £100, go spend it. Amazing, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another man gave you £1. Mm-hmm. Okay. But the guy that gave you £1 only had £1. But the guy that gave you £100 had £1 million in his bank account. Ratio.
Either way, I was £100.
But okay, bear in mind, the guy had £1 million though.
But also
the other guy only had £1 and he gave you everything he had.
Yeah, that's stupid. But if you're giving me everything you have, relax.
No, but see, this is why there's the generational difference, because I will always appreciate a guy who if he only had £5, and he spent that £5 on that £5 on me, that means more to me than someone that spent £5 on me that had £1 million in his account. Well, like, what does that mean? I think that gift shows more than someone just giving me £5.
Yeah. No, but I feel like the example you use, say for example, someone listen, on your birthday, someone transferred you £100, someone bought you a present, like a photo album. It probably cost them less than £5 to make, but they put time and effort into that.
Okay.
What would you go for?
Yeah.
If you see £100.
I like sentimental gifts, and I like the consideration. But bearing in mind, if we go back to the question of like how you're treated, how you want a man to treat you. If you don't like sentimental gifts, and now he makes you a whole photo album.
No,
you don't care.
Surely any human will appreciate that photo album.
Yeah, but some people prefer the £100.
No, but you're a grown man sat there sticking pictures in
No,
I can't appreciate that.
Don't disrespect. No, of course.
I love that.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Also, I love money as well. I'm broke.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying. But I think it's like in terms of treatment, it's like you need to know what your partner likes.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people treat their partner how they want to be treated. But how you want to be treated and how I want to be treated are two different things, you know? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Because my partner may like physical touch, but whereas physical touch is so low down in my list. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Can you teach someone to treat you right? And I think to a large extent, you have to sometimes.
I think that's obviously the whole, introduces the concepts of compromise in a relationship. Obviously, you guys have different love languages. Are you willing to get to know that person's love language and do that for them? That shows love in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? You can't just go into your relationship, okay, this is my love language. You can't give it, off. I can't. Do you know what I mean? You have to have that balance, and compromise is having that balance of, okay, doing what I want, but also trying to do what you want at the same time.
Yeah. And I think you have to communicate that as well. I think it's really easy but I think it's also a thing of where you could be a couple and your man like those physical touches, and you as a woman you're not a physical person, or you don't like those rubbing hair and rubbing back and stuff, all of that kind of stuff. But then let's say he communicates,
okay,
he's communicating to you. How many times does he have to communicate to you? And obviously, I'm not talking about someone that's married. I'm not, because obviously marriage is a different scale.
Before relationship.
Yeah, just in a relation. You've been together for, let's say, 6 months.
Yeah.
How long before you realise, I can't keep teaching this person how to treat me? And that's on a small scale.
That's so hard. But I feel like, let's say, I just think nowadays, just because I just feel like love language is we should give it more than what people see in relationships, because I don't feel like someone's going to be in a relationship and be like, okay, you're not giving me love and affection, so I'm a physical touch person, you don't understand my love language, so I'm going to break up with you. People put it, but bear in mind that plays such an important, that can make or break your relationship. I actually think that's one of so important in a relationship. So
understanding what
love languages.
Yeah.
And your question was how long after is that?
I know, how long are you expect, like you could keep saying you communicate all of that, you've been together for 6 months now, so how long are you expected to take before you go, I can't teach this person
I don't know
anymore?
Do you think there's, I don't know if there's obviously a clear cut time.
I know there isn't a clear cut time, but I think it's interesting, because how do you know how to treat a man?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you know how to treat a man?
Oh, you know what it is, in relationships, I think you should always treat someone how you want to be treated. So say they do you're doing something, okay, how would they feel if they did that? Like, or you got that done to you?
But that's the thing, the other person might not care, because you're two different individuals.
What do you mean? Really? Oh.
But the other person might not care.
Yeah.
What you may deem as respectful is not what the other person deems, because you got to teach them that. So I think a lot of the time, are we willing to put the time in to teach our partner how to teach us? Or are we going into relationships like, this person just needs to know me from A to B from the first moment. And I don't think it's possible.
Bro, relationships are hard. Stay single, guys.
No, but don't promote stuff like that.
True.
No, but do you know what I mean? I think it's just an important question. Like, how do we know? Like, like our part. I don't think we can assume that when we go into relationships that we just know exactly how to treat the other person. I think fundamentally, I think you have to teach them.
Yeah. And you know what I also said, like, the other day, obviously, like, you know when you're in a honeymoon period and you're in love, okay? Now you can, I'm teaching you this, he's learning, he's studying you inside out, okay? No, but once you go, it's when it's really those tough times. Are you willing to still know my love language then? Tell me. Do you know
but it comes back to that thing of like seasons. Yeah. In different seasons, you've got to teach them different things. Yeah. Sometimes people need to be taught that in winter you need to take an umbrella, and in summer you got to take that puffer jacket off. Yes. You got to teach them that sometimes it's not common sense. Yeah. But I think a lot of the times we expect our partners to read our minds without telling them. Like, I need you to do, because it's like the whole, have you seen that TikTok? What? Where the girl says, I'm not going to tell you to buy me flowers. I want you to know to buy me flowers. I don't need to tell you to buy me flowers in order for you to buy me flowers. Yeah. Because if I tell you, then you're going to do it. Yeah. And I think it's coming back to that. Like, do you have to teach a man to buy you flowers if you like buying flowers? I don't know what it is, Like, okay, for me even, like, say even someone like you, I feel like you know me so well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know what I want. Do you know what I mean? If I'm craving affirmation, whether it's presents, whatever it is, you know me. So sometimes you might go into a relationship and be like, expect, what, like, you don't know my love language, what, get to know, do you know what I mean? Why are you not doing, and then you might communicate, but I just feel like communicating, as much as you say it's hard. Communicating is hard, and sometimes you have to teach your partner how to communicate. And that is how real it gets.
And the thing is, yeah, there's also a thing of you might think you're communicating, but
you're not
nothing is
communicating. But
don't kill me.
You are not communicating nothing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time we communicate with ego and pride. We communicate with ego and our pride.
And are you? It's also when you're communicating, I feel like it really means you're taking what each other is saying in. Is it going in? Is it?
No, but that's the thing. As women, sometimes when your partner's like, "Oh, I don't like it when you do this. I don't like it when you do that."
Yeah.
It's different.
You know what I've also realised, like, I feel like out in the market, yeah, there are certain men that are so traditional, like your blue therapy people, your back chat people. There are people, they have certain views on women and they're not
willing to change it.
Yeah,
they're not willing to change it.
So how are you going to survive in this marketplace? It's competitive.
It's interesting, yeah. And I think I was having this conversation with someone. Like if you take like our dad for instance, or like fathers or dads from like the 80s and like when we were born, like 90s and stuff, they were like very old school guys. Do you know what I mean? Old school mentality, like dare I say it? Yeah, dare I say it, quite chauvinistic. Do you know what I mean? Like the man is the man, the provider, all of those things. And I thought now in 2021, a lot of that would have changed, and there is a certain level of equality. And listen, I'm a person for equality, but I do also believe in certain gender roles.
Yeah,
I believe in certain, but I think nowadays guys are still showing us that.
Not the majority, but I think certain people.
Yeah.
And I think for me personally, they're in your generation. They're older.
You reckon?
They're obviously the one-off, like to Tom, Dick and Harry in my generation. That still thinks like women are back in the day. You need to cook. You don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And even the topic of like being submissive. What does that mean to you? Do you know what submissive is?
Submissive is like just doing what the other person wants.
No.
Oh, okay. Wrong.
No. It's like trusting your man to like make those decisions. I don't think either of us are naturally submissive.
You know what it was? I would like to be. I want my man to tell me, okay, as long as he's wise, he knows what he's talking about, I'll be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, I like my own opinion. I like the sound of my own voice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's it. I think we are two very opinionated people, so I don't think it naturally comes to us.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Do you think that's sad?
It's
a bit sad.
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
I don't know.
Do you think it was a struggle to find men?
Well, maybe you. But
we're not that bad. We're not that bad.
No, but we're not that bad at all. We're not that bad at all. But it's like I think have you heard that thing of that masculine energy and feminine energy?
Do you think we give out masculine energy?
I think sometimes we do. Right. And I think sometimes
I feel like sometimes in that case, some like say if we do meet boys, they might be like, oh shit,
she's a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm not a lot.
No. But I think also like sometimes women that earn like a good amount of bread,
Okay.
And like as a man, we are seen like patriarchy that men should be the ones that are the ones earning and the breadwinner and blah 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 blah. I think sometimes like when you do earn an X amount of money and sometimes maybe more than your partner, is it easy to be
intimidating? Could you do that? Would you want your man to make more than you?
I don't care. I don't know if I don't think I care to that level.
You know what it is, yeah? Say in a situation of like you're making more money than your man, but your man is so bad at budgeting, overspender. You spend what you have. You spend within your limits.
Yeah.
Just because I'm also making more money doesn't mean that I'm dramatically going to spend so much as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just stuff like that will put me off so much. Like
100%. I think it's not whether you have a lot of money or not. It's like, are you good with it?
Yeah.
But that's for men and women.
100%.
I think
I don't care how much you're earning, as long as you're like not just sitting there lazy, just not willing to work to your full potential as well.
Imagine if you like met a guy,
okay,
and you started dating and you started getting serious and stuff, and like let's say you've been going out for like a year and a half, 2 years, and you found out he has bad credit. What would you do?
Bad credit.
Bad credit.
This. Yeah.
Bad credit. Bad credit.
Oh, I feel like for me, also, I don't think that. Say if someone is not willing to spend what you have, you want to spend, you don't know how much you have in your bank account and you want to spend more than that. Do you know what I mean? oh, it puts me off so bad. I can't lie. And for me, I naturally advise like, oh, okay, do you what, like, really, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not that much of a spender. I'm not going to splash out on like, no.
Are you joking?
What do I spend money on?
Clothes.
Not that much.
Makeup.
Do you think?
Goodly.
Guys,
I have a full-time job, yeah? And you still have better stuff than I do.
Yeah.
But and I think it comes down to what we spend our money on.
Oh, really? You think I
think I spend my money on a lot of like food and drink.
Yeah.
I don't really like think twice about it. But tell me to like ask me if I've bought a dress for an occasion, I probably haven't.
Oh yeah, that's
like, do you know what I mean? I'd recycle something I have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas you're like, no, I need this.
You know what? Looking back at my uni life, you know, listen to this, yeah. Even just coming back from uni, obviously I got a suitcase full of clothes. I had more going out clothes than
actual what? Home clothes?
Yeah.
Clothes.
Bro, because you know every move you go to, you're going to buy new clothes.
Yeah. But I think in uni, like, we all thought we had a lot more money.
Yeah.
Like, I literally say it all the time. I don't know how I survived uni the way I did.
Yeah, 100%.
Because how did I always have money?
Yeah, student loan. They
overdrafts. And overdraft.
Yeah.
Interest-free overdrafts.
Can you imagine when you're older and you don't have overdraft?
Yeah. No, but you don't want. I wouldn't encourage anyone to use the overdraft.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, when needed. Like same like credit cards.
Also, going back to the original question you asked me, could you be with someone who has bad credit?
Oh boy.
No.
It affects a lot of the lifestyle. Like, it affects if you want to buy a house. It affects if you want to get finance on a car. If you can't even get a credit card.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's tough. Like, but it depends, because if you have bad credit because something that you did in the past, but now you're set up, you're good, you're hustling, you've got a job and all of that, and you're doing things to fix the bad credit, I don't mind.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You might have been young, stupid. Boys tend to be.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you banged a little F. Like, now it's a little bit techie. Okay, fine. But now at the age of, I'm 27, so anyone 27 and above, as long as you're working to build it, then okay. But I think if you still have that mentality, then it's different.
No go. Also, here's the one thing, you know, when people get married, okay, I don't know what the majority is or what. So you know, when you get married, people either have joint accounts or they don't.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I was thinking about it, even like for me, I thought, because joint accounts are like quite a like normal thing, do you know what I mean? Because I don't want it to be like, oh, you're paying the mortgage, I'm paying the bills, this is my house. No one's gonna tell me that, do you know what I mean? So it's like, what do you think about it?
I'm always, but I think it's also what I've seen in our household.
That is
literally what I've seen in our households, that when you're married, it's like a joint account. But I also understand why people have separate accounts. Again, going back to that, if your husband has different spending issues, and also women always spend more than men. As well, naturally. I do. Like, just the maintenance. No. If you're a woman that like gets her lashes done, her eyebrows done, her nails done, or
for wax, or clothes.
Clothes, like getting your hair done and stuff like that. Like those kind of stuff is not cheap. Whereas what guys get a trim once a month, get an outfit, a couple of trainers here and there. For me, why I prefer a joint account is because it's not a thing of, oh, this is mine, this is yours. I'm not.
And also, even just growing up, we've seen our parents it's just joint account. Like, do you know what I mean? So, and I feel like even just like meeting people, whatever, everything stems from how your parents did it. How what are the rules in your household? You bring it to your relationship. Or, do you know what I mean? So that's why also, just coming back to relationships, that's why it's so mad, because two people from different households, different ways of life, you're trying to combine this together, and if it works out, good for you.
Because sometimes it's like, if you are in a relationship with someone that's so similar to you, it doesn't work out. Because if you're fire and he's petrol, it's long.
Fire petrol.
Like, if you can't be with someone that's petrol and fire, but if he's cool and chill and water and you're a bit fire, it kind of works out. 100%. But it's also adjusting to that. Like, because it's now living and being and breathing with this person that is so different to you.
Are you saying that two similar people just won't work out?
I think it depends if you're similar in terms of positivity. But if it's negative, if you're both so
negative,
if you're both so hot-headed and angry, it can be quite toxic.
Yeah, 100%.
I think like communication not working is on a different scale. Would you say like you want to get things sorted there and then, or you're like, let me sleep on it?
There and then. I'm not going to bed and waking up and sorting this out next day. It's either you're staying on the phone to talk to me now. Do you know what I mean?
I'm the same.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm a little bit more like, let's take time. I think before I was very much, I'm angry. I want to talk about this now. Like, you have to talk to me now about it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think now I realise that's not always the best.
Yeah, 100%. I get that too. Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah, but at the same time, I understand why. Okay, I don't think you should go to sleep in an argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's difficult.
Yeah,
it's a difficult.
So before bed, you got into a deep argument. Are you just kind of like keep it to an end, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed though, like, do you know what I mean?
If I'm
for
tired.
the sake of it. So you're just saying everything to say it.
Yeah, I think this is the thing. Yeah, like, honesty without intent is cruelty.
Oh yeah.
So it's great that we're being honest. Like at the beginning, we were like, "Oh, I'm honest," and blah blah blah.
Explain that a little bit. Yeah, go on.
So like, you could be honest. Like, let's say you're an honest person, yeah. But okay, let's say like, you bought a top.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't look good in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, that top is nasty. You look bare fat. You look bare fat in it.
Yeah.
But that, like, that's cruel. Do you know what I mean? You're there's no intent. Like, there's no integrity. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just being honest you're just being honest for the sake of being honest. Okay, cool. But did you have to say it like that?
Yeah.
And I think over time I've learned that that honesty, you can be honest, but also be intentional with how you're communicating that.
100%. And you know what it is? Yeah, I think one of the scariest things, like, just out there, you don't know anyone's intentions. So just because like a girl says, oh, you're really pretty, or like like sometimes certain people can have like bad intentions behind what they just said to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's so crazy to me. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how haters are formed.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like, someone could say that you're pretty, or like, oh my gosh.
Just fake.
You could be fake. It could literally be fake.
Scary.
So do you know what I mean? And the same way, if you're trying to be honest with somebody about something, just really deep, like, how you're communicating that, because you could be honest, but it could just come out as cruel.
And I feel like, for me, I've really learned just different people take things differently. So certain people can handle, okay, like, nah, you can't do that, you're being stupid. Okay. And so I'd be like, nah, I just don't think that's the best way forward. Do you know what I mean? You'll phrase things two different, like, certain people can hack it, certain people can't. For me, if someone came to me like, oh, okay, Kiffy, like, don't do that. No.
I'll be
like, okay, you know what? Don't put things lightly for me. But certain people would just start crying if you just...
Yeah. No, literally. But I think that's the thing, like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But yeah, so I want to wrap up. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Like, this is literally what we talk about all the time anyway.
It's what we do when I come to yours.
Literally, it's just we've got a really lovely studio, so tune in either through YouTube, Spotify, Apple and SoundCloud as well. I've also got my Instagram handle, which I'll link. It's at It's Tea with P. Thank you so much for everyone for listening. Hope you enjoy the conversation. And I will hopefully see you next week for the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye.